All right. Let's see. What do we have here? We have a game between Dark Fox and Ukrocky, and they have just finished deploying two objectives, and we can see Ukrocky has deployed in the top left corner, trying to dodge as much of the range pressure of Dark Fox, aka Kenshi's goat gunline list, or as I refer to it, Kenshi goat. Now, these lists, both pretty good on the range pressure, with the elf list better at the long range shooting. But if you get too close, then the hex and the short bows of the Goatman player will rip through. And if we look at the list here, we can see that the Goatman player has 3 units of short bows, 1 giant with a boulder toss, and a unit of mongrel skirmishers. So 4 units with ambush, 1 giant to come in as the heavy artillery. It's a real pain to play against with not the best skill. You can notice they only have skill 3, but still they have some a real volume of attacks. So if they can get close to you and unload, they'll be very happy. Now, the Deepwood player, Ukrocky, he has the tankiest unit in the game in the Treant that's currently hiding in the forest to not get shot. He has the shootiest commander, which is a Deepwood Noble on a Griffin, able to shoot with rerolls and with cruelty. And then he has 6 rangers with rerolls as well. So a lot of those shots are going to hit. Now, he also has some Deepwood Dancers, which reroll attacks, but they only have defense 3, so they're going to get shredded if they get shot. And in addition to that, he has 1 chariot, which, they're good. 5 armor. If it gets hexed, it's gonna still struggle on saves, but it can come in fast and can come in hard. And let's see. You can see that the Goatmen have full control of the objectives this round. The question is, how much will it cost them to stay in control? Will Ukrocky be able to keep his noble alive against range pressure and against the giant? Because that giant throwing a stone can kill the noble with range, or if you manage to charge onto it, you can kill it in melee. So he has to be really careful not to be. Oh, and there you can see it. 3 shots with cruelty, picking off 3 cross map. It's actually quite glorious to play. And he's hiding his noble as well as he can, where he cannot get shot back at. So far, looking good. Then again, he hasn't really taken a lot of shots back. Something that is interesting with these short bow Goatmen is that they have such a short range, and often, if you hide in the forest as well at such a short range, they just miss a lot. Like, it is not uncommon to have them just get 1 or 2 or even 0 hits, and just because what they're shooting at is hiding in cover. All right. Treant able to go from trees to trees. That's what I would do, but I would do it as late as possible. But then again, this Treant, even though if it get hexed, it will still have defense 4, which means it will be saving on 3 ups. So, getting a flank there, almost forcing the feral giant to go intercept him. Interesting. Okay. 5. So saves all of them. Would be pretty happy if I was Ukrocky. He has been talking a bit about how he expects to get decimated in this match, but honestly, I think he has a pretty good chance. So he could probably even try. No, he's not in range to charge Golden Gentleman, but where is what is that chariot wanted? Interesting. Maybe he was hoping to get in there. All right. Now, Treant against Giant is actually the best outcome for the Deepwood player. Gets rid of the one thing that can really take the punch that the Deepwood's gonna dish out. This is not shabby at all. Does he charge back? If he stays where he is, it's harder to get side charged by units next round. And he doesn't really need to either. I don't know if there's any benefit, any charging benefit for the tree. I think he can just stay where he is. Like, it even leaves him safer in the event that he wins the combat, the giant runs away. So, what do you think? All right, he does not charge back. That's going to be it for turn 2 charges. Now you might be wondering, why are you casting this live? And the reason is, I want to see if it's less work to do this live, and not as well, than if I edit and cut this thing for you. So, let's see how it works out. Oh, that's... Oof. I'm not sure if I support him going into the forest there. That chariot might get shot to pieces. I would probably just hide it behind the forest if I was him. But, you know, if the chariot goes down, he probably gets his Deepwood Noble into position. All right, let's see what it looks like. It's 6 pluses, so he has to get closer. Now there is a total of how many he has there, but probably around 30 shots, a bit less now. 5 ups, he hits on 5. Should be 1 or 2 wounds. He should be able to survive this. Oh my god, the rolls! Well, wasn't that. I guess what's as expected. Still painful to watch. Feels really good for the range player though. But now he might shoot back. He gets 4 hits. Well, the numbers are dwindling. And these ones will be shooting, hitting on 6-ups. So, of course, the downside is these guys wouldn't have been in range to shoot anything if you hadn't gone into that forest. So, you know. It's okay. I don't have to agree with every play that you are. And to be fair, Ukrocky has a lot more games with deep with than I have. And he misses every single one. 6-up hits can be one hell of a problem. Okay. Ukrocky has last move, and now he has put himself in a slightly awkward position with his dancers there. But I'm sure he'll find a way to do it. And he will be very happy if the last volley ends up not killing. Okay, I would not waste last move on the Griffin Noble. Just, oh my god. Where's he going? So of course, one problem that can end up here is that the remaining land units for Ukrocky might just end up killed, and him stuck with a perpetual combat on his treant, and just his flying unit left, which would leave him unable to catch the points. Notice it, 6-ups. Ooh, okay, that's a few 6-ups. And the chariot goes down. With the chariot down, it's looking a bit worse for the Deepwood player. Let's see how it goes. This is, after all, a game where both players show up with 2 lists, and the first one to win with both of their lists win the match. Now, if I remember correctly, the other lists are Reptile Kingdoms for Ukrocky, and is it Undead for Kenshi? It might be. Alright, oh, okay, last move was for the Goatman player. And the Noble move on the Griffin makes more sense. Huh? Is he actually gonna go in range of the dancers? That would surprise me. I mean, there is one reason, only one reason I would go in range of the dancers, and that would be to flea bait them into range even. Let's see what happens. There's only one more hex. So maybe it all works out for the Deepwood. Maybe his treant decides to run away. It happens 1 out of 20 times. So alright, okay. Just some low rolls. He hits already back. Does lose. Does the train run? He does not. Alright, so far, looking favorable for the Goatman player. Still can't believe you rolled 5 6s. Oh, he goes in on the Feral Giant? Huh. I did not expect that. This is okay. I guess he felt he needed to get the units in. Going in be less wasteful. I think I would have tried to pick up more of the mongrels foot range, but I don't know. Is the Deepwood Noble's ability ambush, I think it is, lets all his elf units move faster. So now Hunter's Call, you can see that those Deepwood Dancers have crazy long range. And the Hex goes out on the Treant, not surprisingly. I do find it an interesting call, though, to go in on that giant there. I don't think it would have struggled particularly much. Like, maybe it would run away, but honestly, I think they would be fine. Alright, notice how the Goatman player has positioned himself all the way at the edge there, so that he's not letting those Deepwood Dancers onto the target. Anyways, as I was saying about the Treant and him sending in the Noble to help against the Giant, I think the Treant would be fine without it. Maybe having lost 2 wounds already, it would be too dangerous, but I don't know. Alright. Unable to move, the Dancers get up into the face of Goatman mongrels. And now the Rangers, they move closer. Should they move closer though? I guess they want to get into melee, but it's still a painful move to get closer. It does pick off a few got some good rolls, but some good saves as well. Alright. Can the elves hold against the goat gun line? I've personally lost to this goat gun line in a tournament, so of course I'm rooting against the goat gun. Alright, coming in. Whoa, okay. Cruelty coming in hot there. But the defense rolls from the Treant are like non-existent. What is this? This is absurd. Is he gonna roll ones now as well? Ah, of course, yes, except for okay, then it's not that crazy. Okay, he holds this oh, what? Oh, it was the giant that got demolished so bad. Sorry. Alright. Lucky that they held. Both of them. Alright, notice how the Dancers charged the one to basically not have the mongrels just flee away. And now the Goatman Shaman is like, do I shoot and get shot at back at the Rangers, which is a losing gun fight for them, so they decide to go in and grab it. Which opens up for them to, in return, next round, get flanked by the Rangers. Alright, so basically, this all comes down to, does the Treant hold? Oh wow, are you really not going to take that flank? I mean, he's not even going to get to shoot you, right? Just go in there and you're safe. This is a case where if I was playing, I would be mousing over the enemy shamans, getting the line to see exactly where the flanking line goes, trying to find an angle where it's as hard as possible to shoot me. And yeah, you can see now that it's not exactly easy for those skirmishers to get a shot in. Yeah, not on that side, and probably not on the other side either. Of course, I would have rotated my Rangers the other way, but it looks... Oh no, he's gonna get shot here. Painful. That's what you get for not rotating the right way. It's gonna be 5 up shots then, huh? Alright, he gets 3 hits. 2 saves. Well, saves have been good for the people player. Noble gets another wound in. That giant is on his last life. Griffin saves. Treant saves 1. Treant doesn't kill. 5 hits from the Treant. Holy Christ! Okay, Treant got angry. Okay. Whoa. That's so much damage going into them. Okay. Both giants go down. The goatmen flee. Alright, that's the best news possible. Okay, that's a lot of pain. It's back. But the dancers are, of course, the bringers of pain. But only 4 go through. It's a draw. Not what you want to happen. I guess it's more in favor of the dancers this round, but now there is a lot less of them. So, one strength of the skirmishers is that they charge with power 4, making them a lot deadlier in melee than most other ranged units. Alright, 200-point lead for the Goatman player on the objectives. Those rangers should get into the forest and prepare to charge. Goatman, oh no, they can't even. Can they? Yeah. No, he's gonna have to gamble that the Griffin and Noble scares away. Dude, you can gamble. The Griffin and Noble is gonna kill those skirmishers. You're fine. Just don't do it. No. Oh, but luckily, Goatman Discipline comes in, aids him. Of course, now he's going to be shot at from shorter range by those skirmishers. This is going to be 4 ups or 5 ups. And they managed to get out of the corner. That was the right choice. What was it? And you can see him trying to find the perfect angle there. Can he do it? Yes. Just move them a bit further now. There we go. You're safe. Seven hits. Ooh, that's a lot. But a lot of saves. 10 hits back now. 8 of them hit. Right, they lost by 1. But they hold. So now an issue is that the Deepwood Noble player is running out of the ground units. Whoa, didn't do a single one. Okay, but the score keeps sticking in favor for the Deepwood, or for the Goatman player. So while it looks like he might be able to wipe the Goatman, it's also looking like he won't have the point, or that it will have cost him so many points that the game ends up going in the favor of the Goatman player. See, can he finish off that unit? Oh, he does. Two go down, 6 attacks back. 3 go down. Are they gonna run now? They hold. Oh, those discipline rolls really deciding this game. They had not succeeded. The bleed would have stopped for the... Oh wow, Those are some amazing melee rolls from the Goatman this game. Yeah, this is gonna be all she wrote. Why the Deepwood Noble would probably be able to clean up the remaining units this game. If the rounds kept going, there is no way for the Goatman player to lose the objectives, and they will just win on points. Well, then one can wonder: was it worth it sending the treant to get stuck off the objective? Off the objectives. Was there a way where he could have gotten the fight, let's say on the left objective, and just contested that one, maybe winning it faster? Who knows? But it's one of the biggest advantages for the Goatman. They're very strong objective control, because you know when you start on top of the objectives, you have to get pushed off. And whoa, he even passed that. All right, big victory then. Look at this. 350 points from objectives, and because of all those discipline saves in the end, he ends up with the points advantage without the objectives as well. All right, I'll be back after they get started with their second game.